He's just got so many classic pieces. You walk past one piece that I've never seen before, and then the next piece I've seen but I've never used before. And then the next piece, I don't even know what it is. I'm Big Ron Partlow, and this was Mutant on a Mission. Hey Mutant Nation, Big Ron here, and I'm at America's Gym in Wheeling, Illinois with the owner, Brian Kerbin. Welcome to Mutant on a Mission, Brian.
Thank you.
I had some of your members reach out and tell me that they thought that this gym was worthy, and I started kind of digging into it. Seemed like it was a good fit, and I want you to tell the story of America's Gym.
We've been open for 9 months now. It's been in the making for several years. I've acquired equipment from all across the country, the world. Probably refurbished 80 or 90% of the machines myself.
Yeah, I know some people say refurbished, and they haven't actually done anything to it, but you think that refurbished really means rebuilt.
What I did is I took all the machines apart, bearings, cables, everything, sandblasting the equipment myself, did it over several years, and here we are.
You've got some really classic old Nautilus here from the 70s. Now, I've seen this machine and tried it once before, this old Nautilus bicep curl.
One of the downsides to it was hard for big guys to get in there.
Yeah, running into a lot of obstacles. So yeah. Okay.
Later on they came up with this. This is double C compound bicep.
That's a good feel. Yeah. So this is way easier to get into than that one, obviously. So there's a handful of old Nautilus pieces that still feel great. And this is one of them to me, the bicep curl, the Nautilus pullover.
This is one that I did not have to touch.
Normally you never see anything so clean. You'd have to, you know, have totally refurbished it.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. I've never used one of these.
Yeah, so this is your iron cross, extremely rare, works chest or back. So there's one adjustment in foot plate. You want to adjust that to where when you're standing on it, and while your shoulder's in line with the center of the can.
Right, okay.
Right about there.
And just do pec flies?
Yep.
That's a tough cable crossover machine.
And then if you were to face outwards, you'd work back.
You'd be like pulling with your lats almost?
Yeah, so like, you know, we've all done pull downs on a cable like this.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Your
yeah.
side like a gymnast.
Definitely difficult to get into. That's like an exercise I've never even thought to try, would be like a cable crossover behind your hip. So we haven't made it very far. We're only 10 feet past where we were standing. And I'm asking you what this is.
So this is a tricep piece. It's replicated like the old Bodymasters.
And now, does this get used?
All the time. So I prefer to actually like lean over and drive down.
So you're kind of doing like a, like a dip.
Okay. That attachment comes off, and we actually had another one custom made down there.
So you got like a bent bar and a straight bar.
Yeah.
That's a cool piece.
Yep.
Ah, there. See? Nice simple. The Nebula Power Squat. I have only seen one of these before. There's not a lot of them out there. There's adjustable foot plate, power squat, you know? That's a big deal for a power squat because it can transform everything about the movement, you know?
Right.
How many glute machines do you have in here?
It's a good question. I don't think I ever counted, but we do have a fair amount. This is definitely a favorite in the gym.
OG pendulum piece, right? I gotta try this one. I just gotta move around. See, I just said it naturally hung my heels off the bottom and it felt right. Yeah, that's a good one. People use this all the time?
All the time.
You're in like this league of equipment guy that I know that's been collecting equipment, storing it, and, you know, waiting to open a gym and that sort of thing. So what's the biggest hassle you've ever gone through to get a piece of equipment?
Traveled all across the country. I was sleeping in my van because every penny mattered.
You might have to buy 5 pieces you didn't even care about
Correct.
to get the one
Yeah.
old
Yep.
hip press.
For sure.
you've got what I refer to as like the classic twin pair of Nebula. I love this, the low catch here on this hack squat was always really cool, you know. So this is just for holding on. We don't actually move these pieces at all. So the circus leg press, do you ever climb up in this?
Oh yeah, I do tours and I show everyone all the pieces of equipment in it.
Yeah, this TK seated calf raise. There's some seated calves where your body weight isn't on the arm, but this one's everything's on the arm. And you can kind of lean on it like this and you can add your body weight to it. So you wouldn't have to put a lot of plates on this. Right, you know what I mean? Especially if you do it right. Yep. But I always loved this platform because, you know, a lot of calf raises, you find your foot kind of slowly slides off as you're doing your set, and you have to readjust your foot and then keep doing reps. And then, but on this one, your shoes are sort of driving down on the platform half the time because of the angle. So your feet never slide back off the platform. So I definitely want to see that weird Nautilus row. It's two movements in one.
So it's a seated shrug. If you sit on it and face out.
So it's just a seated shrug right now. Okay. And then just push it all the way over. There you go. And now it's a Nautilus row. This is neat. What year is this?
It's got it. This is from the 80s.
This would be Nautilus before Hammer had even started.
Yeah. This is their leverage line.
Yeah, it would be useful for upper back, I could feel. Man. Okay, that's cool. So we've got this really cool row that I've never tried before.
So this was another TK Star piece. What makes it so unique is the arms are actually independent from one another.
And now these pins are movable. So a pretty tall guy could use those.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I'm able to get a stretch even if it was one higher. I like this. We got a little forearm blaster right here. Where'd you get this? What is this? Just
so I got this from I have to see, it was from somebody, I want to say in maybe Pennsylvania. It's a little forearm machine made by Hammer Strength.
So now you have a lot of attachments here. This is definitely not commercial gym attachments.
Yeah.
You've got a big variety. So just tell me about what you have here that you think other gyms maybe don't.
So we have obviously a bunch right here, but then there's also a bench on the end here and on that end and then over in the corner.
Yeah.
It definitely helps separate us. A lot of people love the variations. One particular one that gets a lot of use in hack, these are like old antiques spreader bars. Okay, it's good for tricep, base pulls.
One of the character traits of cool gyms that I've always found is that he's got like a 2022 Panatta machine. And then what year would this be? 1985? Right next to it.
So this is your Nautilus double press. Works either chest or shoulder.
Okay, I'm sold on that. That's a good movement. So this feels a lot like the first gen hammer that's not unilateral.
Yeah, I have one of those.
Yeah, so this feels a lot like that. Okay, so now what's the next step here?
We flip this over. And then we would raise the seat and then it becomes more of a chest press.
Oh yeah. And I know it's not unilateral, but it's a good feel. So I'm a bit jealous of Brian here. He has a much simpler cardio section than a lot of gyms are forced to have. Keep it real simple with one bike, and then you've got a few cardio pieces in the other room. And another Nebula press here.
What's really unique about it is these arms are free floating.
Right.
So it's almost kind of like doing dumbbells in a way.
Man, you got like all the best Nebula pieces.
Yeah.
With the Nebula shoulder as well.
This one, he didn't make too many of these.
Oh yeah, everything moving on you. So you'd have to lock it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, even just using it is you'd have to get used to it.
Yeah.
So this is Watson. How heavy is this? Oh no, that's good.
This is a new piece. I got this from the UK. Those arms also articulate.
Okay, let's try that. See what close grip is like. That's real nice and smooth. I like the pull down a lot. We got to talk about this standing hip thrust.
We're one of the first ones in the country to actually have one.
So, okay. Oh yeah, and you just really, so you're just guiding yourself with your hands essentially.
Right.
So it's a standing hip thrust.
Yeah.
You got to flex the glutes to get that lockout.
That's the knee piece, yeah.
Booty builder. So now my glutes have a pump. I did 5 reps, so glutes have a pump. So I wanted to come over and see the deadlift platform. And we got this graveyard here of equipment that hasn't found its way to the floor yet. Man, I see hammer strength. You got Nebula that's just sitting in there taken apart. So is this just stuff that hasn't made the floor yet, or you haven't refurbished it yet, or?
No, this is all actually refurbished. I have a lot more even at my house. This is for feature.
So Brian, great gym. I met some of your members. They were awesome. Took a look around, saw the equipment, bunch of cool stuff. Of course, now I got to have a workout, and you volunteered to train some chest with me, which I'm pretty excited about.
Absolutely.
So you got some ideas about what we're going to use?
Absolutely.
This is actually, I've never done flies on this before. I know this is pretty common piece actually, but there's a lot of stability involved. You've been a firefighter your whole life, right? That's a real job, you know? Or do you call it 2 picnics and 2 sleepovers?
Something.
Yeah, yeah. Nice, 4th rep on there. I didn't know he was coming to save the day. We're gonna go to the Nebula plate loaded press. I have never used this actual Nebula, so let's see how it goes. So the unique thing about this machine is that it's not unilateral, is it? Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Man, forget that. It didn't even feel unilateral. It felt so solid. I felt like it was bilateral, but the movement was just in the handle. Good, really good. Very tough machine. I like that. He's got these real fat handles on there too. So it's a little bit of a just different feel pressing. Up. Nice. 1, you're good. 2, oh, there we go. Nine, and 1 more %. Yeah, nice. So what we've got here is we've got the Flex Fitness decline. I've never actually used the Flex Fitness decline, so, you know, first time on this one. You're brutal. 3/4 reps. I'm not competing anymore. So we're gonna use this old Nautilus 10-degree fly just because it's a crazy piece. So he wants to make sure that I don't leave here without trying it. Yeah, that's a real hard top end, you know, because the plates are coming out more vertical, so it's a real squeeze. It's always like nice and smooth when we kind of wind up using the same weights, you know? And we use pretty much the same weights on everything, so it's been nice and easy. Be a good training partner, you know? See, the trick is you don't have to really know how to train hard, but just train with people who know how to train hard, right? That's the solution. Okay, Brian, last set, best set. we're gonna throw in a bicep exercise. I keep coming to these real gyms where you have to train hard, so then I keep having to train hard. I'm stuck in an endless loop of having to train hard. So that's chest and a little bit of biceps at America's Gym in Wheeling, Illinois. Thanks to Brian Kerbin. Thank you, Brian, for having me here. It was good training with you too. We had a great session. You know, when I'm in Chicago, I know exactly where to come and who I could train with.
And we get people from all over. We're growing fast.
Well, this is a great addition to the season, and I always love coming to Chicago. This is my third time here for Mutant on a Mission, and I'm really glad to have America's Gym. Season 8, Mutant on a Mission. You know the deal. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following, supporting the show. I'm Big Rob Harlow, and I'm out.